I hope everybody's doing okie dokie. Me, I'll be alright. Alright. I'll be alright. Oh, goodness sakes. Might as well open it up with a song and a bong, huh? Why not? Let's do it. What's up, Steve-O? Not a whole lot. Sitting here enjoying the sunshine. Cheers, my friend. What's up, Mr. Eddie? We're supposed to get rain tonight. What's up, Mr. John? Angel! Hey, I'm here at McDonald's.
Jim showed up, nobody stayed.
I'm at McDonald's here on High. I think this is the McDonald's we met at. I'm not sure. The song they made about me, Angel. There's a second one too. This is the first one.
Some people run, some people hide. 420 Jim just laughed and enjoyed the ride. Said life's too short to live in fear. Turn it up loud and bring another beer. Hey, 420 Jim, raise your glass.
I thought we first met at McDonald's. I'm sorry.
Rocking through the night, 420 Jim.
Well, my case moved into county court, but I'm stuck with the same city crackhead DA. Was your ears burning? I was talking about you yesterday. You were in court that day. Before the judge even first talked to me, when she first come in and called my name to talk to me, didn't she act like some, just off-the-wall crackhead? The way she talked to me and all, and twirling around and spinning around and all this other bullshit. Oh, you tell everybody it's almost 70 years old to get a job? Are you one of them 30-year-olds that live with mama and live off the taxpayers? You sure sound stupid when you come in here telling someone twice your age to get a job. Besides, I work every day. I'm out here working to get laws changed, to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail, and you legalize pot. I can't help it if people don't have enough common sense to know that this is work. It is. You smart people that, support the channel and sign a petition, y'all know it's work. But there's so many idiots out there that don't consider this work. Just because I don't get paid for it don't mean it ain't work. That's why a lot of people don't do this, because it is work. It's a lot of work, and you don't get nothing for it. My reward's coming later. My reward's not here. My reward's not of this earth. Am I doing it for gain and reward? Oh, yeah, but not of this earth. This earth ain't got nothing I want. At best, I got 5 good years left. You know what I mean? Shit. Well, thank you. I kind of like it too. Rewarded for sinning. What sin am I doing? What sin am I doing? You're good at accusing someone, which you're going to go to hell for, but what sin? What sin am I committing? Oh, you don't have to apologize for calling me the wrong name. Like I say, I just can't answer to Jim. I can answer to anything but Jim, unless it's got Mr. in front of it. Otherwise, and I do have people that would screw with me over that. Oh, I should be here for a little bit. I'm on High Street and Glenstone at the McDonald's. There's a Long John Silver's. Oh, there's that ice cream place across the street. Andy's, I think. It's like an ice cream place. At night it looks like a carnival type place, Got a big ice cream cone out there. Anyhow, I'm sitting between Burger King and McDonald's. Glenstone Avenue and High. It figures, huh? We don't know. We both don't know, and you're just an idiot to come on here and accuse somebody of something. So take your little bitch slap for 5 minutes and think of another lie. Oh, you can link the channel, you can link the petition. Please put the petition on it. You know what I mean? I'd like anybody to link to the petition. That's what it's about, not me. 420jim.com, sign the petition. No one belongs in jail for weed, and we need federal legalization. Oh, I'm going to keep doing my thing. Only a hater's going to hate. You won't leave till you get a yes or no. What did you ask, Dan? Let me go back. Oh, can I think? Your channel to the short of life. Yeah. You can tag my channel. I mean, that's all up to you. Hey, Com. And your point? My mom was murdered in Sarasota, Florida back in the 80s. Your point? On Christmas Day. I know where you are from north, right? Trash. Oh, okay. Oh, heck. I already had the cops come by yesterday. They were cool and whatnot. Sign the petition at 420gym.com. That's it right there. Good morning. It's actually afternoon where I'm at, but good morning. I'm doing great. Would it be safe to say you enjoy marijuana plant? I love the Lord's lettuce. Yes, I do, with or without decarbonate. Why would you want to know what I smell like? You're perverted. Take 24 hours, go be perverted somewhere else. I got trial, bench trial, July 1st. Patrick, I'm doing fine. No, my mom was an attractive bowler, though. She was a professional bowler at one time. Yep. Hey, for those that don't know what this is about, check this out. Give me a 1 minute attention span, okay? Just give me a minute. This explains everything. If you don't think people need to be in jail, and yes, people get busted every day around the United States for pot. They do. That needs to stop. Nobody needs to be in jail for pot. If they're in there for other charges, finish them out. But every pot charge in the nation should be gone. And they either need to take it away from everybody in the United States of America or give it to everybody in the United States of America. We're tired of division and shit. Comity law. What's good for one's good for all. If you believe in them two things, check this out. My legal name is 420 Jim. I don't want you to search my name for fame. I could care less. But that is my legal name. I want you to find that word petition. Anywhere you find the word petition behind my name, it brings you here. I pay 25 bucks. It skips all bullshit, takes you straight to the petition. This is where you can read about it, the issues, why we need it done. We want federal legalization, and we want our cannabis prisoners free. I want to do a religious rights march invoking comity law for the midterms coming up. You can help me. Get me 10,000 signatures. Quick as we can. Look, we're at 46. Go be number 47. And share it so we have 48, and so on, and so on, and so on. When we hit 10,000 signatures, I'm going to pull a permit to hold a religious rights march. It's up to you people. This is my last year, my last petition. I've wrote 4 over the last dozen years because of different presidents and whatnot. I don't have another, after this, whatever, that I feel like being on the road. I've done a dozen years. Time to go be with my grandkids my last couple of years. You know what I mean? This is our chance to have a voice. If you don't sign the petition and you start seeing everybody lose their hemp shops and stuff, don't blame me like Texas. I told you if you voted into decriminalization, you'd never see legal weed, and I was exactly right. The laws haven't even really changed 100% on this deal making it a class 3. It is, but it isn't. All the papers haven't been signed. It hasn't kicked in. It's July something. I think it becomes final, whatever. You can go read on it and whatnot, and it is going to go into effect. But that's when they're going to start doing the crazy stuff. Oh, I went to Booker Bay Haven School. I lived right across from Booker Bay Haven School. It was right on the tracks there. Yep, 1375 Myrtle Street. Right on the corner by the railroad tracks. Certainly did. Hey, well, there is one thing that some people can do and some people can't, my friend. If you can't, I understand. Trust me. The main thing I need right now is help with fuel and getting another phone. This one may or may not last till the first when I may or may not be able to get one. But yeah, I need help getting a new phone and a tank of fuel. It's $150 for a tank of fuel. My Cash App is $420 JIMS. It's all one word. All one word. And if you were here where I am today, I would let you tag the mobile billboard yourself. I would give you a marker, you know, and say thank you. That's how I do this. With my $1,000 retirement, approximately $800 of it goes in every month for this. $600 of it covers the generator, fuel, and gas for the month. Got to have that. Can't do this without the lights, electric, the chargers, and everything. You know what I mean? Something has to be done, so that takes $600 of my check right there. Just keeping her lit up on the road for you. And that's not gas traveling. Plus, you know, like I say, I sit out here all the time trying to get people to tag it to get gas to the next town and all. Every bit of this is work. But every time I get a signature, it makes it worth it. And I don't have to be in your town for you to sign it. You sign the petition online, anywhere you're at. I don't know how you know if it's straight, if you get it right off the streets. We're not living in the same world I was back then. How do I know when people come up and smoke one with me or give me a gift it's not laced or something? You don't. If you walk with Yahweh and Yahshua, you just don't worry about it. You know? Be careful in what you do. But I put all my faith in Yahweh. And that's just me. I don't take stuff from strangers, you know, like someone handed me some acid and I said thank you and they went on and I went and buried it. I didn't want to give it to nobody. I didn't want to take it. I didn't know if it's laced or nothing, you know what I mean? Right on. Oh man, it's okay. Hey, there's people that can't afford to give $1 or anything, and I understand that. I'm living in the same world. But you can give a couple minutes of your time by sharing the petition again. You know, once a week, share it till we get these 10,000 signatures. We're the backbone of the petition. You know, we got to get them 10,000 so I can go and file for my yada yada. We're the backbone of the petition. Once it hits 10,000, it's going to take off. We're going to get signatures every minute instead of every couple hours or whatever. But help me build up the petition. You do not have to donate to it. You don't have to donate a penny to it. All you do is you look it up. You answer 3 questions, name, address, and email. That's all you got to do. When it tries to bum money, you click on the fact that says, no thanks, I'd rather share. And that's it. And I'm going to take a little puff break here after I catch up on this message here. Thank you. And hey, take a second here, my friends. I'm going to take a second break. This is another song. A friend of mine had a computer do a song about me. It's AI generated. It's pretty cool. I like both of them, but I especially like the words of this one. It mentions veterans, how important signatures are, that my favorite saying in life is peace, love, and cannabis. Check it out while I smoke. Oh, nope, this is the first one. I'm wrong. It's still good.
Jukebox, shake the dust away, living every moment like a holiday. Never chase fortune, never chase fame. Just a free will spirit that couldn't be tamed. Hey, 420 Jim, raise your glass and let the good times begin. He's a rock and roll rider, blowing in the wind.
Man, I used to work at Marina Jacks. I was a busboy. First foster home I lived in was right around the corner from Marina Jacks. Don Ski School. I worked on the Flying Fish, the Cheerio, the Captain Anderson. What do you want to know about Marina Jacks? Cheers.
420 Jim showed up, nobody stayed down. Hey, 20 Jim, raise your glass and let the good times begin. He's a rock and roll rider, blowing in the wind. A hometown hero they call 420 Jim. Some people run, some people hide. 420 Jim just laughing over the ride. Said life's too short to live in fear. Turn it up loud and bring another beer. Hey, 420 Jim, raise your glass and let the good times begin. He's a rock and roll rider, blowing in the wind. A hometown hero they call 420 Jim.
Give me a second here.
Legend rolls on and on again. When the lights go down and the night rolls in, you'll still hear them singing about 420 Jim. Yeah, 420 Jim. 420 Jim.
Thank you.
Rocking through the night. 420 Jim.
Anyhow, I lived in a foster home. That's where I first found out of Marina Jacks. I was real young. And I hit it off with the captains there as a kid. And Captain Bill Roby, he was an old buddy that had a boat called the Hot Shot. And the call signs was WG7 911. I mean, things you remember that's burnt in your memory, you know. But it was a 6-pack charter boat. We went out for mackerel, kingfish, whatever, you know, surface fishing. That was my first introduction to boats and fishing. He also had an old wooden double-decker sightseeing boat. Down below had a big old nasty noisy engine in the middle of the hall, but you could walk around it and go set up in the chairs towards the bow and whatnot. Most people rode up on the top deck. It was red and white, and it just took you around Sarasota Bay, whatnot. Well, a German guy had come down with a brand new paddle wheel sightseeing boat for competition. There was a deep sea boat there called the Flying Fish. Joe Frank Hembry owned that. Him and his wife, girlfriend, whatever, Pam. He let me deadhead, cut bait and scrub the boat down, you know. But when we was fishing, we could fish. He let me go out and deadhead to pay for a fishing trip, you know. And we hit it off. And he started showing me the Loran. Back then, in them days, nowadays you can just look at your phone. Or you can turn on a satellite navigator or whatever. And within inches, inches, literally inches, it tells you where you are. Back then, we didn't have that. If you was within a quarter mile of it, it was good. You could only get one line at a time. Now you get both of them instantly. Longitude and latitude. When you cross longitude and latitude, at that point is where you are. You know, whatever degrees north, south, whatever. Anyhow, back then, you could only get one station. That's what they called it. It was Loran A, and it was done on radio towers. We didn't have the satellites and stuff. And it looked like an oscilloscope. You put your head, you know, and it was a big green screen, and it was a bunch of lines, tall and short, and this, that, and other. It looked like static that went by. And you had turn knobs and flip a switch or two till you make two complete hills into one. So you flip this, turn this, whatever. And when it all comes together and it's just one hill like that, that's the number you're looking for. Then you got to flip, switch, down, and get the other number. So it all takes, you know, a little bit of time to do, but for some reason I was good at it. Really good at it. Good enough that I became Joe Frank Henry's favorite navigator when I was on the boat. Anytime I came on the boat, you could bet we was probably going to go to the wreck. Because I don't know, it's just a God-given talent. I was pretty good. I could get one and flip it and get another one like that, you know. But that started all my career in the boats. Surface fishing on the hot shot, and then bottom fishing on the flying fish. Yeah, we might have a couple of decades. Oh, you get it back? There you go. Oh man, I hung out at Marina Jack. Hell, when I ran away after I got out of the reform school and everything, I was down at Marina Jack's and met this girl, her family, and them. They lived on the houseboat down by where Don's ski school used to be. And nice, beautiful blonde, you know, really nice, good looking. And her family was taking off to California. And of course, when they took off, I hitchhiked to California at age 15 back then. Well, just turned 16. Excuse me, just turned 16. Hitchhiked out to California. And when I got there 10 days after they did or whatever, we got together for a couple of days. She'd already found a blonde-haired, blue-eyed surfer out there and didn't want nothing to do with a Florida boy. And that's when I found out about the tuna boats, and my career in the tuna boats started. But had I not done that year in reform school, I would have never known how to short order cook, you know, for people. Because when I spent that year in Okeechobee, that's what I did. I took short order cooking, and we cooked for the staff. You know, hamburgers, fried, whatever, short order cooking. And that's what really started my adult life. I was emancipated to an adult, yada, 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 the whole 9 yards. What do you want me to do, Patrick? I'm in Springfield, Missouri at a McDonald's. Come on by and say hi. Have I ever seen a wild gator? I'll tell you one better than that. A few years back, I had a dive service in Biloxi, Mississippi. And I did offshore diving. I did diving in the front bay. And they have an area that they call the back bay in Mississippi. Now, the back bay, you guarantee yourself an ear infection every time you get in that water. You can guarantee you're going to get an ear infection. Even when you use peroxide, you're going to need a couple drops of good shit in your ear. Anyhow, that beside the point. I was diving under a shrimp boat, because that's what I do. Well, I dive on anything, but most of my business is shrimp boats. And I could have swore I seen a gator go by. Because, you know, I'll go down and dive, and, you know, if it takes a few minutes, whatever, sometimes it takes an hour, it might take 2 hours. I might use one tank, 2 tanks, whatever, depending on what is wrong. Am I replacing zincs? Am I cutting a net out? You know, depends on what I'm doing. In Back Bay, you can't see nothing. Once you get under the water, you can't see nothing. The water don't really come in and out back there, and it's called brackish water. The farther you go on in up, it turns into a river, and you know. But anyhow, I thought I'd seen this gator a couple of different times, because I'd be, you know, at a job, but I'd come out, I'd yell for. I always hired someone to come and, you know, be tender for me, and their main job, light me a cigarette, and I'm like, yo, light me a cigarette. I'll fill my BC full of air. They'd throw me a cigarette down, and I'll smoke it. And there was 2 different times I could have swore, wow, is that an alligator or what, you know? Is it a floating log, what? Because it was kind of out in the channel a bit, you know? I'm thinking, nah, it's not an alligator, you know? We're more seawater than freshwater, whatever. And I get a call down there another time, and the boat was getting ice that wanted me to come down and get a lobster trap out of their wheel or something. I forget what. It was something, you know, fairly simple and easy and whatnot. And while they was at the ice and fuel dock, they had me come down and do it. They called me up. I get down there, and as I bring in my gear down the dock, the guy running the ice and bait dock or fuel dock was talking to me. Yeah, I used to do that when I was younger, yada, 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 this, that, and the other. He used to do a lot of diving there years back, you know, on the other boats, was what he was telling me. He said, hey, have you seen my gator? And I'm like, is that a gator? He said, oh, yeah, every day. Every day. He said, the morning, it'd head up that way. The evening, it'd be coming back up this way. And I'm like, I thought I'd seen a gator, you know? And, I don't know, it wasn't the very next time, but a couple more times go by that I'm there. And I'm underneath cutting the net out. I come out second or third time to take a break, smoke a cigarette, and here I see that gator. I mean, I could throw a rock or something and hit it. It just looked at me, and I looked at it, and it just kept on swimming by like, you don't bother me, I'm not going to bother you. I was a lot closer to gators I couldn't see when I had to go over to Louisiana, where the coon asses are, and they park up in the freshwater bed. Oh, yeah. You don't even want to mention the word gators around there. You just get in and get out as quick as you can and hope you don't get bit. Did get it. Got what? Got it. Did get it. Who got what? Man, I used to live down in Stock Island. We called it Rock Island, 1 key up from Key West. I've been to the buoy. Oh, you're very welcome. And, you know, join me every day if you like. I'm here at noon and 7 p.m. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. They don't. And we need federal legalization. And, you know, my whole, I could play you a news story from 2018 that says the same thing. My statement in life is peace, love, and cannabis for all. Oh, me? I don't have a car. Hey, anyhow, listen to a song. I'm going to smoke a bowl, and maybe we'll tell another story if you want.
420 Jim in the cannabis rolling down the highway, sun up in the sky. 420 Jim got a mission riding by. Petition sign high, hold it proud, hold it tall, saying peace, love, cannabis for all. From the desert to the mountains, from the coast to the plains, talking to the people while he's cruising through the lanes. Got the cannabago painted green, looking wild on the road, spreading legalization everywhere he goes. He's been crossing states for years, spreading years of peers, telling folks it's time for better over phone to be real. Sign a petition, add your name to the cause. 420 Jim, keeping pressure on the law.
That's the sign.
Moving town to town. Can of people rolling, never slowing down. Some wait, some cheer, some stopping. That's why Jim said, take
Frankie done it with AI. Oh yeah. To even name it marijuana, everything was over greed. You're absolutely right, Mr. Eddie. Ding, 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 ding. You win. To a song, cruising through the sunset, wheels keeping time. 420 Jim still on the grind. One hand on the wheel, one dream inside. Can a bigger rolling through the day and night. So when you see him passing, give an eye, give a grin. That's the road tripping legend they call 420 Jim. Yeah, just saying thank you, Frankie, for the song. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love both of them. Both of them have their own style, message, and everything. This one just mentions a little bit more about the Cannebago, the petition, the veterans, yada yada. The other one mentions a lot about me, and you know, I'm more into the second one. But they're both great. Why ain't you smoking with Pops? A pillar theater. Thanks for the laugh. Hey, let me take you outside, show you what we're working with. Do you know what I'm working with? Obviously, it's not a full deck, right? Anybody that would change their name to 420 Jim, they've got to love the Lord's lettuce, right? And that is my legal name. That's why I don't answer to Jim. I legally can't. If it says Mr. in front of it, I can because it's my last name. Other than that, I can't even respond to it legally because my first name is Four, F-O-U-R. As long as people call me anything but Jim, I can answer. Hey, Einstein, move. We have some wind. Probably want to take the flags down. Yeah, I've already messed one of my things come down. Yeah, I think we might take the flags down. But I'm on Glenstone and High Street. And what's that, Andy's? Burger King. McDonald. And the mobile billboard. Yeah, we're getting some pretty good wind. I don't know if y'all hear it on the phone or not. Flag just slid down. The back marijuana flag wound up. I need a replacement. I need a replacement American flag too. If anybody would like to donate to get another flag, I could probably order one off of Walmart. Or somebody wanted to get a Walmart gift card and message me card number and PIN number, yada, 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 I can order one online. You know, I can't go to Walmart to get one, but I really can't afford another one. But I am in need of one. And if somebody donates for the flag, you know what I'm going to do? If they want, I'll put their name on it. And I'll try and find a fire department, VFW, or something like that. And turn it in there for proper disposal. Retirement. Whatever. You know what I mean? The way you're supposed to. I guess it's a retirement more than a disposal. I've got another one I need to retire too. Live in a Toyota Corolla. Damn. You know what Toyota stands for? Sorry if I miss messages. If I go back, I'll never catch up. Yeah, I'm not going to go back and look at all them messages. I'm going to start at the Corolla for 5 years. Toyota, take out your own tools again. They're good. I love them. I had a Toyota Micro Mini. It was a little cab over camper, a little four-banger. I took it from Sarasota, Florida, to San Diego. I ended up giving it to a guy like Lieutenant Dan, didn't have no legs, a double amputee. I knew he couldn't drive it, but he'd give him somewhere to live, and his friends could drive it. I went to jail. I had a cop after my ass, and I needed to get rid of it. And I had my girlfriend go clean out anything in there that could have gotten me in trouble, and told her to tell old boy if he gave me $400. Yep, $400 out of his check. It was him. And if he agreed to it, just go ahead and give him the keys to it and everything after you get it cleaned out. And he did. I mean, I was out the next month, whatever, and he paid me the $400. But see, he used to live, 5-6 days tops after he got his check, he'd be broke. And he'd be up there at Ocean Beach Pier and, panhandling. Getting money for the next day, and the next day for his party goods. I don't judge him. I couldn't judge him. I don't know how it'd be to be a W amputee. Maybe that's what he needed. But anyhow, I knew him as a good guy, good-hearted, good everything. And to me, if he was willing to give up $400 worth of drugs, he could have that. And that's what I did. So a month later, after I got out of jail and stuff, I just went back to Florida. How's your bin looking? I don't know what you mean. Purple haze blunt. My supply is so low, I'll be out tomorrow. No, it's not my house. I live in Arizona where my grandkids and stuff are. This used to be a RV, but it was converted into a mobile billboard. It don't have the holding tanks. It hadn't been an RV in many, many years. You can't even get back into the bedroom. There's 8-foot fiberglass ladder, flagpoles. I mean, you just can't imagine what all goes on with this mission. And it all keeps it on the road. I got some flea market items and stuff. And when I go to the flea market and sell what I got, a lot of people will give me stuff that they didn't sell. So the next market, I'll have stuff to sell. You know what I mean? So it's a mobile billboard that 16 hours a day, I try my best to keep it moving, set up, flags, lights, whatever. Depending on the weather, I can't have the flags up or whatnot. But you know what? If somebody wanted to knock and know about the petition, need a QR, I'll hand it to them, tell them where to go, whatever. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here. I'm a mobile petition. This is what I do, and I've done it for 12 years. This is my last year. So my break comes next January. Until then, I put in 16-hour days no matter where I'm at. I actually put in 24. But you can't tell people, hey, don't knock on my door or you yada yada. So hope it don't happen every night. And a lot of the time it's a cop or something. I got a new sign on the outside of my door that says, for your information, I'm not camping. The door's locked for security reasons, yada 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 yada. Knock nicely, and I'll lead you to the petition, you know. Name Jimbo on this channel, so I don't know who you're talking to. I think Florida's got medical. Damn, Dan. Angel, who are you talking to? It's a bulldozer. Boy. What's up, Crosswords? What's good news, people? Friday, tomorrow looks like a bad day anywhere I go. Friday looks all right for anywhere I go. I just don't know if I want to go for one day because Saturday looks like shit. I might try and look up that flea market you told me about, Crossword, and at least maybe I can do Friday there. Do you know what highway that was on? Mr. Stone. Hey, I resemble that remark. I know you was talking to Crosswords, though. But I do resemble that remark. Joyland. I don't remember. Is that one that had a fit because I parked by it or something? I don't remember. Yeah, I know that, Frankie, but what can one do? What can one do? You either put your faith in the good Lord above or you don't. Oh, I'm going to take my flags in. Yeah, I'm gonna take the flags in. Oh, it's not just here. It's, man, all over, everywhere. Two different systems. One's hitting north, Chicago, yada yada yada, down to us, and they have one going from Texas over through Louisiana and stuff. So there's two systems hitting the east going to the East Coast. Y'all on the East Coast, y'all the ones that got to watch out. Yeah, I still got the Missouri flag. Would you like to have that? You're more than welcome to it if you'd like to have it. If I'd known, I would have already given it to you. I'm going to say about 69. Oh, okay, cool. Just remind me. I've got I got all that stuff that she gave to me. You're welcome to any of it. Oh my gosh. Heck, if I'd known when you brought me the eggs and green, I would have gave it to you. I'm sorry. The Lord's lettuce. It's never been marijuana. In Hebrew, which he would have understood, it was called cannabosum. And it's, of course, the Lord's lettuce. Devil's lettuce is money. Big Mike, you better listen to him. You better listen to them. Them pizzas and shit, they're highly processed. Hey, I need a favor, and it don't cost you a penny. Matter of fact, I'm opposite. I'm going to tell you, do not donate to it. Yeah, I'm actually going to say, do not donate to it. It says, do you want to help for it? It does not help me. And if you want to sign the petition and you don't have a couple of dollars, don't feel like you can't sign it. That's not true. Scroll up, and it says, no thanks. I'd rather share. Share it to yourself in an email. You have no excuse not to sign the petition. And if you're a stoner or a supporter of cannabis in any way, you, your loved ones, your friends, you all should get on this as quick as you can. I want to get 10,000 signatures this month so I can pull a permit. I need your help. That's my legal on my birth certificate. FOURTWNTYJM. That's why I can't go Jim, Jimmy, Jim. But that's my last name. First name is Four. Can't spell healthcare without THC. Can't spell pharmacy without harm. Look for petition. Boom. Nobody belongs in jail, federal or state, for weed charges. Other charges, they say, and finish your time. But all weed charges need to be gone. They need to be released. Do a reset. You know what I mean? And make it federally legal for everybody in the United States of America. It's called comity law. What's good for one is good for all. Look at that. We're at 2046. We're slowly climbing. Come on. Come on. Bump it up now. Help me out there. Bump it up. Go over. Click the yellow button that's going to say sign the petition instead of share the petition. You simply add a name, address, and email. That's all you got to do. You don't just a name, address, and email. It'll try and bum a couple dollars. Scroll up just a little bit. No thanks, I'd rather share. That's what helps the petition. If you'd like to help put some fuel in this so I can get around this next 2 weeks, getting to the courthouse, filing the paper, doing everything I got to do before my check comes, I would really, really, really appreciate it. I just put the last of my cash in the tank. The Cash App is the $420 JIMS. If you happen to make a donation, say, yo, I did, and we'll go look at it, and I'll thank you, and I'll take a marker and go out there and write something on the Kennebago for you. I did that someone earlier today, but they couldn't think of nothing to write on it. I did get a $2.40-some donation, I think. And trust me, to me, every penny counts. It really does. And the ones that can't monetarily donate your time. I donate my time every day, 16 hours a day. You can't dispute that. Donate a minute or two and try and get a friend to sign a petition for me. Donate a minute or two at a time and make sure you're on that petition. Those are the two best donations I can get. The next best donation I can get is liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. If you do TikTok, you might as well add me over there. You can watch me get suspended all the time. Nah, I'm not going to do that. If me being out here driving a mobile billboard and talking to y'all and y'all having social media ain't enough, AI can't do it. I can show you screenshots of all kinds of stupid things the AI says about me. I'm talking on TikTok, and at one time it said AI said I was talking to children about getting an air conditioner and whatnot. My channel's even set for adults only. That damn AI half the time don't know what the hell we're talking about or nothing. I'll go there and ask AI, hey, why the hell haven't you figured out that my name is 420 Jim? It's not Jim Stevens claiming or what he. I don't hide Jim Stevens from no one. That's why I point out, the only reason people can't call me Jim, I gave up the name Jim. If my name had been Tom, right? And I gave that up, it wouldn't matter. Because you wouldn't be calling me Tom. You'd be calling me Jim. Right? It would not matter. But because I took my first name and made it my last name, there's got to be a deviation there. That is a surname now. It is not a first name, it is a surname. It can't be treated like that or anything. And I don't make the rules. You know what I mean? That's according to the judge. He granted it. They got to live by it. That's why I don't understand why the Topeka, Kansas Police Department wouldn't put my legal name on the police report when I was attacked in their city. His number and all kinds of stuff. I had a step named dad named Jim. I couldn't stand him. Hey, it's been nice to meet you, my friend. Hey, you too, Patrick. You out of here? I'm probably going to hang around a few more. People quit writing when they're done talking. They know I don't like that, and that's their quiet way of telling me it's enough. I was hoping to get a few people by today. I really was. Well, cheers. I got a feeling them storms ain't going to hit until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning that Frankie was talking about. They might be tonight. Oh, it's going pretty good, Doug. I can't complain. I can't complain at all. Good Lord, let me have another day above ground. I haven't really seen nobody today. That'll probably change this evening if the rain holds off. There'll probably be 1 or 2 people come by. Oh, it's windy as hell. Oh, right on. Have a good one, Dan. Oh my gosh. Well, I suppose you're about done. Oh, yeah. Y'all probably going to get what we get tonight or in the morning. I don't know. What I seen earlier, you're going to get what's hitting today over Chicago and everything there right now. Ohio, all that. That's one thing coming. Down here is another one coming that is catching Texas, Louisiana, and all that. And they're going like that. So, all up and down the coast at one point or another, you're pretty much screwed up. I checked the docket entries today. The state got an entry in where they want to bring in more witnesses, which I don't know who they are, but I really don't care. I hope it's the ones I want to bring in. They did that at the first one, too, in the city. There was a lady in there, had nothing at all to do with the case. Couldn't say shit about the case. Never had no interaction with her or nothing. But yet she was telling the judge, you know, yada, yada, and this, that. Yet my tape was hearsay. I even asked that lady, I said, well, you know, you work in asset protection. Has anybody ever been released from trespass? And this happened before? Is that possible? And she said yes. If that ain't a doubt to the courts and enough to get my evidence in, what is? From the own mouths of Walmart Asset Protection. That's another person I'd like to find their name out and get them into the court. Because see, they put themselves in that position when they came in the city court. You know, why did she come in there? What was she doing there that day? She was not there for my case. Now, if she wants to lie and say she was, that's cool. That's okay. Nope. So there wouldn't even been nobody there to testify me that day against Walmart had that case head lawyer, I'm trying not to call her a crackhead, when the case head lawyer there, bebopping all around and this, that, and the other and smarting off to me and whatnot, just thought I was a criminal and wouldn't listen to me. Hey, thank you, Crosswords, and yeah, thank you to everyone that has signed that petition, and every one of you that's going to go sign that petition, 420gem.com. I don't know, and I'm really limited in time. I just filed a motion yesterday, which I'm hoping to hear back today or tomorrow from, for discovery. They've got to turn over to me anything they've got. Any and all evidence they've got, they have to turn over to me. Because I'm my own lawyer, yada, yada, yada. I'm entitled to know everything. What witness, I'm entitled. So I'm just going to try and do my part the best way I can. Okay, like this evening, I've got to take this tape of Deidre Parker and I got to transcribe it. Okay, put it down on paper so the judge and the state's attorney can follow along, per se. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You're supposed to submit a transcript. And what's MP3 player? I don't have to buy an MP3 player, right? It says something about maybe it's MP3 form. I don't know, but it has to be something a court can play. And you know, they can just play it anywhere on YouTube. But once I give a copy of Not just the audio, because see, I'm going to all this trouble. I'm going to put 1 or 2 videos in too. Oh yeah, and I'll submit them to the courts with the transcripts, and then submit them to the prosecutor. Then when we get to court, I guess we argue whatever. Meanwhile, I'm standing on this evidence as coming under the one-party rule in the state of Missouri. And under the one-party rule in the state of Missouri, I can record a conversation as long as I'm part of the 2 people talking, part of the conversation, whether there's 1 or 10 other people or whatever. As long as one person, that's you. Now, if you're just recording someone's conversation, you ain't got no business, it has nothing to do, you're breaking the law. But if it involves you, if you are part of that conversation, which it was me and Deidre Parker, Missouri law is behind me. I have every right to record that. She actually says that I can tell my public and everything about it, said that it'd be fine. So why are they fighting so hard to keep that out? So I'm going to put it in transcripts best I can, and I'm going to get a little scan disc, I guess, or whatever. I can't really do none of that shit until the 1st. I don't have the money to get them. I'd get the disc I need for this phone. Shit like this comes at the wrong times. Anyhow, I need to make a couple of flash drives, do a transcript, and go turn them in to the court and the state's attorney as soon as I can. And that's to get the evidence in. Oh, you take care too. No, I just found the tape. Thankfully, because I had to fix a flagpole. Which reminds me, here in a little bit, I gotta go pull these flags. I don't want them to be out here in a little bit. Right now, the wind's quit for a minute, but it's going to whip back up, I'm sure. Well, thought I'd seen something on there, but I guess not. Yeah, well, everything they say is hearsay. I don't see how the state could be a victim. I mean, I hear you. I hear you. If the whole story comes out, maybe a criminal investigation will come out from it. Maybe that's what all this is supposed to lead up to. You ever think of that? That's the only thing I can think of. That to me, honestly, that's the only thing I can think of. Someone's finally going to listen to me, and it just might be this judge. When I say, look, there's a couple of butt wipes. I can send you all kinds of evidence. how they threaten this, that, and that, and what they do, and how they use the police, and they use all this, that, and the other. And that I would bet my bottom dollar that they're the ones that called Walmart that morning. I bet my bottom dollar had someone not just out of the blue called Walmart and said, you got a scammer in your parking lot, yada, 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 yada. He's got a lawsuit against you right now down the street, yada, 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 yada. They wouldn't have done a damn thing. You know why I know that? The week before I stayed there, I was at that Walmart. Had no troubles, no nothing, anything. But nevertheless, they lifted the trespass, and I can't be prosecuted for it. Well, my friends, make sure y'all sign that petition, will you? Cheers, Mike. Yeah. I might have enough to make it through the night, depending on how bad the storm is. I'll probably be out in the middle of the storm, but that'll be okay. Lulu can comfort me and I can comfort her. She's under my legs right now. Huh, aren't you? Just laying there with the belly up saying, rub me, Daddy, rub me, rub me, rub me. Yeah, I got you spoiled. Got you spoiled, I know. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! I got a not recommended for playing community violation for one of my songs. Yeah, I had this sitting outside the courthouse with the flags flying and playing the one song. Y'all probably seen it. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's an AI song and whatnot. And I got flagged for violating community standards on it. When I say AI is dumb as shit, AI is dumb as shit. There you go. That'll be exhilarating and wake you right up. But nowadays, don't drink the water. Don't get it in your ears or any sores. If you do, immediately rinse with peroxide. He said that river the other day up here, Black River, whatever, or the one I was on, I forget the name of it, it wasn't Black River, but that shit had clear water. Well, if you'd went out there and took a bath, someone would have been pissed. It would remind me of rustling lobster traps in Florida. We go down there and you couldn't find the lobster. All the lobstermen had already set their traps out. They just weren't allowed to pull them yet, but they set them out and they got all the lobsters in the traps. So a friend of mine would swim along the line and take lobsters and throw them in a lobster bag. You know, just take 2 or 3 out of each trap. Wouldn't clean out the trap or nothing. That way they didn't even notice. How they get you, how the Marine Patrol and shit bust you, is all the traps have creosote on them. And if you're out messing with the traps, you're going to have creosote on you. I don't care how much you wash with soap and water, whatever. You're going to have a little creosote on you. Our trick was the tube of Gojo, you know, for mechanicking, and it worked fine. You break the surface of water, you open your wetsuit pocket and squirt some Gojo in your hand and get your arms shit real quick, you know, and grayish water just floating away, you know, no evidence. But shit, they would catch people like where they'd see people diving and they'd put a viewer just, you know, so they could, instead of putting their head underwater and looking through a mask, they've got a viewer. They just stick it in the water and lean over and look in it, and they can pretty much see down 60 feet down in the Keys. But they can watch you, you know, see if you're getting into a lobster trap or whatever, and you come up and you got that on you, you're done. I remember when me and my friend were out there and we almost got busted with a bag of shorts. I think we had like 8 of them, maybe a couple more, but at least 8 of them. They're $500 fine a piece, loss of all gear. Scuba gear, boat, trailer, fish chest, fish, everything. You lose it all if caught. We was coming in and we were slick like other people, and we didn't use a regular ramp. Fish again. That's why I don't drink water. Shit, now I forgot the story. I read that comment and I totally lost where I was going with that story. Hey, you tell me where I left off, maybe I'll remember it. Let's see if anybody else was paying attention. Oh no. Nope, I've been smoking another batch. Like I say, it does the job. It's pretty damn good. It just don't give me the munchies like the Kush does. But other than that, oh yeah, it takes care of everything else just fine. Other than one brand giving me the munchies and one not, everything else is pretty much the same. I get stupid on it. Well, not stupid, you know what I mean. I look at it like this. If anybody really cared and was paying attention, they would remind me what I was talking about. If nobody does, then nobody's paying attention, and who cares? Oh, the lobster. Oh, okay, now I remember. Thank you. I was responsible for the dive gear. I'm the one that was a certified diver, and I rented gear for me and Charlie. That was my friend that lived at the end of the street. This is Tampa, Florida, where was. He lived at one end of the street. Our sign shop was at the other end of the street. I had a Monte Carlo back then, and we towed a little trailer. I towed a little trailer behind the Monte Carlo, and he towed a boat, and it was his it was either his dad's boat or his wife's dad's boat. I don't remember. I think it was one of them. It was their parents' boat. You know, it was a nice little, like, 19-foot aluminum V-hull with a nice outboard on the back, you know. Beautiful for going down there, you know, somewhere in the Keys and doing a little diving. So we head off down to the Keys. Why am I telling the story? I got to remember the point of telling the story. Oh, the fines. Yeah. We have done this a couple times, a couple different years. And this was like the third year down there. And there's different places you can just pull off and launch here and there. Well, Fish and Game knows this too. And the neighbor at the end of the street, couldn't see from where he was, you know, driving the boat in up towards the ramp where he can get the van and the trailer. He didn't see Fish and Game. I did. And as soon as I seen Fish and Game, I knew he was going to pull over to the ramp. So as he gets back in his SUV, pickup, whatever you want to call it, I grabbed that bag of 8 or a dozen shorts, whatever it was, and just as we're coming and turning up to come to the shore, I drop him out, and then he comes pulling in up to the edge of the water there. And oh boy didn't know that I had dropped the lobster. He thought they were still on the boat and that we were busted bigger than shit. And Fish and Game comes, he talks to us, yada yada, no, we don't, this, that, and the other. And when he searched the boat and just come out up with the legal ones and we were within limit and everything, he told us to have a good day and went and got in this thing and went on down the road. And old boy looked at me and I told him, hey, right out there off the end of the dock, you'll find your bag of shorts. You can thank me later. But yeah, they could have took his daddy's boat, the dive gear that belonged to the rental store there in Tampa, Florida. I mean, yeah. Depending on where you go in Florida, there is a Clearwater, Florida also. There's a Clearwater Beach. There's a town called Clearwater. I ran a boat out of Clearwater, Florida called the Jason for Jason's Restaurant. Went out and caught fresh grouper and snapper and shit. Well, oh, you like my stories? Well, thank you. Cool thing is you just never know what I'm going to tell. I mean that in a good way, but you know, I've had kind of a different lifestyle, from tow truck driver career to running the Gravitron for years to fishing, and you know what I mean, petitioning for 12 years now. Yeah. Interesting to say the least. Cheers. I'll tell you another story that no one else can tell you. Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. I towed the world's largest sewing machine. I certainly did. As I get dispatched to an address that ended up being like a L-shaped strip mall, there was a glass company taking the second piece out of two big pieces in the front window. And they went from the ceiling to about a foot off the ground or so. And when they took them out, I just backed my flatbed up to where the stinger was, just over that little ledge and whatnot, and I could tilt my bed over that wall there. Anyhow, world's largest sewing machine. It was built back for the war, and they made parachutes. I forget how long it was. It was the length of the flatbed and a little more. I forget how many needles and all that, whatever. But anyhow, they finally retired the machine. Someone got it, whatever. And this guy ended up buying it. It was going to be retired. He's taking it to his home, putting it in his garage, and going to restore it. And that's what I did. They had me go over there and pick the world's largest sewing machine up, put it up on the tow truck. I don't know, a dozen miles or guy's garage, and never seen it again. Oh yeah, well that's down in like Key West. No, yeah, Key West. And yeah, you can see down 60 feet, no problem, Key West. Or like up in Crystal River, Florida. But those are the rivers. Yeah, crystal clear water. Get a manatee, scare the shit out of you. It did me and my, the only kid to fail the diving class was my dive partner. And it's a good thing I didn't do like he did, or I would have failed too, right along with him. So, monkey see, monkey do, at least I didn't. They have caves there, but where we were, they were beginner cave. There's no way you can really get lost in it or nothing. You just kind of swim in. It gets dark and whatnot. You can see the opening back behind you. You know what I mean? You can turn around. There's plenty of room and stuff. It's what they call a beginner cave. Well, we weren't, nobody was going in the cave until they got the flashlight. And we had to wait our turn on the flashlight. And when it finally become mine and my dive partner's turn for the flashlight, we go down and, of course we didn't talk to any other divers or nothing. We go down and we're looking around the cave, and the light got swung around, and there's this big old red glowing eye staring at you. And we didn't know what the hell it was. But remember, I was born in 58 and it was 73. 15 years old. Anyhow, we seen this big red glowing eye. And man, that was it. That's enough. Get out of that cave. As he come out of the entrance of the cave, he pulls his buoyancy compensator and he pops right up out of the water. And you're not supposed to do that. Me, I came up, but not by buoyancy compensator. His feet almost cleared the water. That's how fast he come up. It's bad for you. But he's the only kid that failed the class. But come to find out, it was just a big manatee laying in the corner. Wouldn't hurt you for nothing. Well, my friends, I hope everybody's on the petition. If not, please take a minute to go over there and sign it. I'm going to take a second break here and put on my music for a second while I take a couple hits. If my songs give you offense, then you might want to listen to something else over the next minute or two, but feel free to stay and listen and comment. But I do like the songs, and these are the ones that Frankie did. So let's give them a listen, eh? Cheers.
Thank you for calling Planet Fitness Billing Services.
Whoop. That wasn't right. Let's try that.
Powered
one.
by ABC Fitness Solutions.
Ah. I had a finger malfunction. Oh, it's doing great. Thank you. Doing just great, my friend. Yeah, 246, right on. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Come on, people, you need to go over there and beat 247. I'd love to keep it 10 signatures a day or more for a week. That would be just, I'd love to see that. Of course, I want to see more, but that'd be a start. Because the more we get to sign it, and the more their friends see it and see that it ain't hurting to sign it, and nobody's getting in trouble for signing or nothing, then, you know, they will follow along. The sheep follow the leaders. Be a leader. Sign the petition. You've got to be a voice like me. Get me 10,000 leaders, and I'll go put a petition together and say, you know, hey, I've got all these voices. Some of us want to do a march, a peaceful march on D.C. About our religious rights. Give them something to think about, something to fight about during the midterms, right? give us back our rights to cannabis under federal and even state laws. Like, come on. There's plenty of other things you can bust people for and shit than this stupidity of going after people that smoke pot. The way our government's raped the country and the lies and everything they pulled just on cannabis alone, you know? Keeping it a class 1 narcotic where nobody could do research and have a patent on it and all that crap. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think so. She wants to know where Cowgirl is. Oh, we ain't been a free country since 1817, I think it was. Don't hold me to the year, but it's in the 1800s, not in the 1900s. When that gold fringe got put around the flag. Yep, if people would just believe in that. Jack Hara, he figured that out after he got out, smoked a little pot. He figured that out real quick. But it took smoking a little pot. And if any of y'all not know what I'm talking about, Jack Hara, H-E-R-E-R, rhymes with Tara, Hara. He wrote The Emperor Wears No Clothes. If you look up the Jack Hara documentary, it's pretty cool. He was totally against pot. War's good, hippies bad, yada, 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 yada. And then he became the Emperor of Hemp. After he divorced, met another girl that introduced him to pot. The rest, go watch the documentary. I thought it was pretty good. I loved his book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes. That's where I learned a lot of my facts. It's like the Bible on cannabis and hemp. Mr. Snaps, how you doing? As well as can be. I got trial in, I think it's 2 weeks. If I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks, the first. How you like that? They're going to hit me on the first thinking I'm going to pay a fine. Ain't no way. Nah. Thor. Okay, you got me. Stop it, Betty. No, stop it. Oh. You just plan on being a pain in the ass till you get what you want, aren't you? Ain't gonna happen. Well, what else should we talk about? Heck, if people still want to talk, we can make 2 hours this afternoon. We ain't did that in a while. Damn. Hey, if you haven't signed the petition, now'd be a real good time to do it. I'd love to show you how to do it. I would. Pay attention. There's a quiz afterwards, please. No, I'm just playing with you. Search my name, not for fame, but to find the word petition. Type it in any way you want, long as it says 420 gem. Petition, that's what you're looking for. Green box. You jump through every hoop, whatever, right here, it takes you right to it. There it is. Read it, yada, 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 yada. You're going to have to put your name, address, and email. Everybody's got a name, address, and email, you know? And yeah. Just give it a name, an address, and an email. And sign the petition. When it tries to bum a couple dollars, scroll up and put no thanks, I'd rather share. Yours is going to say sign the petition. You can go down here and read it and everything. The issues, whatever. You can go down here and read comments on it. You can leave a comment. So please go over there and add your name. Scroll up and put no thanks, I'd rather share. When I quit mine, Mike, I kept a pack around. I knew if I couldn't have a pack sitting there in front of me, I wouldn't make it. That's what reminded me every day. If I couldn't stay away from that, you know, opening that pack and lighting a cigarette, I wouldn't have made it. And it really helped. It did. And somebody'd come by, hey, you got a cigarette? And I'm like, no, man, I quit. But hang on. Here, take one of these. And I kept a pack in here for a couple of years, till Graham, Texas. And then Monica and the other girl lady that was there, whatever, ran out of cigarettes. First time they replaced the pack. When they borrowed the pack the second time, they didn't replace it, and I never replaced it after that. But I usually have a pack where I give homeless person a cigarette. To this day, people ask me, hey man, you got a cigarette? No, man. Oh yeah, you want to quit. If you can quit, you got the willpower to quit, do it. Do it. But it's all in your mind, and I know it is. 2 years after quitting, not having cigarettes for 2 years, I was walking to a store, and there's a cigarette butt 3/4 long laying on the ledge. And my mind told me to go over there and pick it up before I could tell my mind, dumbass, you don't smoke no more. What are you thinking? Oh, Betty talks to me and all. Oh yeah, she talks to me. But see, like Mama, I rub her belly all the time. The girls love their belly rub. Yeah, daughter's just like Mama. Rub me, rub me, rub me. Yeah. Oh hell, when I started this journey, I only bought Bugler and Top. I didn't want to spend money on name brand cigarettes and shit. I was doing it as cheap as I could, you know what I mean? This was in 2014, and they looked like roaches. And I loved it, you know what I mean? Hell no, I ain't smoking a joint, it's a roach, you know? Or not a roach, it's a cigarette. Damn, we getting some wind again. I probably need to get out of here in a couple minutes and yank these flags down. It says we can get wind up to 80 miles an hour. I hope not. I certainly hope not. When I quit smoking, I was a pack and a half a day. And just like pot, I can't smoke joints because I smoke a ton of pot. I have to do the one hits, and I still smoke a bit of pot then if I've got it. But if I have doobies, trust me, I'm nowhere near as good as Eddie at it, but I'm halfway there. I'm half of Eddie. I'm a little Eddie. Maybe a third of Eddie. But yeah. There you go. There you go. That's the best reason. That's the best reason. But number one, you got to do it for yourself. Yep, you got to do it for yourself. There's got to be something. And you got to tell your mind every day, hey, I run this fucking show, not you. You know what I mean? And in the end, that's it. You're the one that made the decision to smoke or not. Is your will long? Do you really control your mind? That's when you find out. Quit smoking cigarettes. Because I didn't know patches, no gum, none of that stuff. Just, good Lord, let me walk away and I won't smoke them no more. And hell, I love smelling them and all. Yeah. I'll ride in a car with someone smoking. Hey, don't put it out on account of me. It don't bother me. I enjoy the smell of smoke. I just didn't want to be buying cigarettes no more or nothing. You know what I mean? Didn't want people to say, oh, you're spending all your money on cigarettes or beer, yada yada, you know? Oh, it's probably going to help me live a year or two. Yep. Just like cutting out Coca-Cola. That probably saved me a couple of years. My body was telling me, hey, Fort, we're done with this shit. It's either it or us. I took us, got rid of it. Look at that, we've almost made it. It got a little warm today. That's probably why we got these storms coming. It's going to be cool this evening. Or well, not cool, 70. Yo, killer, it's okay. It's okay, killer. They're just walking down in the house or work or wherever. None of my business. Surprisingly, not yet. Nope. Lucky day. Well, my friends, I think I'm going to get on out of here in a minute. Anybody got any last questions, comments, or concerns? Now would be the time to post them. I'm going to take a hit or two as we kind of exit with a little tune. Cheers.
420 Jim in the rolling down the highway, sun up in the sky. 420 Jim got a mission riding by. Petition sign high, hold it proud, hold it tall, saying peace, love, cannabis for all. From the desert to the mountains, from the coast to the plains, talking to the people while he's cruising through the lanes. Got the cannabis painted green, looking wild on the road, spreading legalization everywhere he goes. He's been crossing states for years, spreading years of peace, telling folks it's time for better over phone to be real. Kind of petition, add your name to the cause. 420 Jim, keeping pressure on the law. 420 Jim in the cannabis ride. Petition in the window, got the people on the side. 420 Jim, come and make your voice heard. Rolling through America, spreading everywhere. Peace, love, cannabis, that's the motto he brings. Cannabis cruising while the freedom bell rings. 420 Jim, yeah, he's driving.
You can delete what?
And a dream turning hope into a song. 420 Jim in the cannabis go.
What are you going to delete? I'm taking a smoke break.
Sign on the corner, got a smile on his face. Talking with the veterans and the folks in every place. Engine humming steady while he's moving town to town. And the people rolling, never slowing down. Some wait, some cheer, some stopping, that's why Jim said, take a look and give the petition a try. From all my life in city streets, he keeps the movement alive. Every signature, another reason to strive. 420 Jim in the cannabis ride. Petition in the window, got the people on the side. 420 Jim back on, come and make your voice heard. Rolling through America, spreading every word. Peace, love, cannabis, that's the motto he brings. Cannabis cruising while the freedom bell rings. 420 Jim, yeah, he's driving all day long with a petition and a dream, turning hope into a song. Cruising through the sunset, wheels keeping time. 420 Jim still on the grind. One hand on the wheel, one dream inside. Cannabis rolling through the day and night. So we be seeing passing, give a nod.
Well, thank you.
Road tripping legend they call 420 Jim.
It don't matter how short or long it is. Thank you. As long as you share that petition, I appreciate it. It's not about me. But unfortunately, I've got to make it about me so people know about the petition. You know what I mean? I was hoping everybody like you and others would copy the QR, put it up in the smoke shops, the places I can't come and go to. If we all banded together You know, if everybody just took it serious enough to go to the smoke shop and say, hey, look, on my social media, you know, this guy here, he's doing this. All these smoke shops are doing, and then rate them, whether they let you or not. I'm going to start doing that everywhere I go. You know, if I stop in one of the smoke shops or something, I'll do a little interview with whatever, and then let you know what I think about them or whatever. And that will be smoke shop and or dispensary anywhere. If you want me to delete what, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Evidently you said something I missed. And I'm not going back to look. I have no idea what you're talking about. If it's that bad, offensive or something, someone would tell me. I don't know what video you're talking about. I have no idea what video you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know. If I see it, you know, I'll respond to it. If I don't, you know, if it's good for the petition, God bless you. If it's good for the trolls or something, who cares? I forgive people, you know. It makes no difference. I'm not going to go, you know, if you send me a link at Messenger or something, but I can't go lick or do anything on here. Well, send it to me a messenger or something. I can't get to it on here. Yeah, I mean, I don't, me, the way I look at it, we're all entitled to our own opinion. All truth comes out in the end. These trolls have tried for 6 years. I've got people that's been on here since 2014. Not a whole lot like I did on Facebook, but I got a couple on here still from 2014. And that just says a lot, you know what I mean? And my whole life has been on the computer. Now, a few years back, I wasn't the nicest person or nothing. I've become better and better as I've gotten older and older and learned how to bite my tongue a little bit. Maybe think a half a second before I speak and stuff. I'm working on it all. Work in progress. But I just put Joshua in my heart and Yahweh in my heart. And it works for me. And yeah, if it helps the mission, God bless you, my friend. I appreciate it. The prisoners appreciate it. And anybody that's for cannabis. Even the people that don't use it, like Frankie. He still supports it. You gotta, you know, you gotta appreciate them. The ones that don't even consume it, but they support it. They know what it does. You know, they know that God didn't make no mistake. Well, just send me a message over on YouTube or something, or a link to it or whatever. I'll try and remember to look at it. Love drug. Well, see, I don't know what a drug is. See, if you call it a drug, that's kind of stretching it. But I will give you, in the end, we have to call it a drug. If you are talking about you smoked it, or you vaped it, or you decarbed it in any way, shape, or form. But if you just went to the dealer and got you a bag, and you haven't done nothing with it but be on your way home, you hadn't a chance to smoke it, cook it, nothing. And woo, 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 you go to jail for THC. You get locked up for THC, you plead your case and everything to THC, don't you? Don't you? Yes, you do. But you never had THC. You had THCA. You and them assumed you were going to smoke it or decarb it or something, and you just got a rim job without Vaseline or a reach around or nothing by the government. Right or wrong? Oh yeah, Spanish fly, the love drug, yeah. So I hope you're not talking about cannabis. But yeah, once you decarb it, it's a drug. Euphoria. It don't give you a psychosis, none of that bullshit, hallucinate, none of that bullshit. Alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine are drugs. But they're not narcotics. They're not federally controlled narcotic substances. You know what I mean? If they want to classify it like alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine, anybody old enough to sign up for the anybody old enough to be drafted, hopefully that would be 21, but I think it's 18. Anyone that's able to be drafted should have all rights of a citizen when they turn that age. That's just my thoughts on that. But I'd rather see the draft at 21 than 18. Let the babies have a year or two of life. Why can't you send it to me in my messenger so I can look at it? But yeah, I mean, do whatever you need to do, or want to do. I'm good. If one watched my whole life back from 10 years ago to now, you see, I've never scammed no one. I don't hurt animals. All the stupid things the trolls say about me aren't true, so I don't care. They won't take forgiveness and move on. I don't care. Walmart, why do they insist on prosecuting me? I'm never going to say I'm guilty if I'm not guilty. I'm not going to lie. Why would I do that? Man, if I was guilty on this trespassing thing, I would have already took a $50 fine and said, screw you and out of town. But use logic. I would have never left Wichita if me and Walmart hadn't made a deal to forgive everything. My part was forgiving them violation of my rights and not taking them to a small claims court. Their part was their apology. Forgive it. Hey, we're sorry it happened. You can come back to the store, yada, yada. I thought we were adults about it. I took their forgiveness. I gave them the forgiveness. I've done the best I can. And then now they're still prosecuting me on this? Fighting my evidence to get into the court? That's so crazy. But yeah, I got to make a couple of transcripts. That's a lot because it's a 3-minute tape, I think. It's all got to be in the words. I've got to have a copy for the prosecutor, a copy for the courts, and then put it on devices that they can play. Oh, I'd love to see the petition to keep going up. I mean, it is. It's working, Mr. Eddie. It's slowly working. We're getting up there a little bit. And hey, my friends, if you haven't, please go over there and sign the petition. Share it. You do not have to donate to it. That's why I say share it. When it wants money, scroll up and says, no thanks, I'd rather share. Let your friends know that too, because maybe that's why they're not signing. Tell them, hey, no, you don't have to donate 1 penny. Scroll up, no thanks, I'd rather share. Share it to yourself, your own email. Surely you can share it to someone. You know what I mean? Please catch me at noon and 7 p.m. Central Time here pretty much every day. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'm over on TikTok from time to time. If I'm not banned, you can catch me. Sometimes I'm on a day or 2 or 3 vacation because I get banned. They tried to do that to me this morning. It was funny. Anyhow, I'm sometimes over there. I'm ready to hit and run because I want to go get my flags in. Cheers. I'm going to go get the flags in. She knows I got something to do. She's just trying to remind me. Well, my friends, please catch me back here at 7 p.m. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. If cops come by, whatever, you get to go live with me. I said that yesterday, and an hour later, the cops were here. Remember, my friends, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can get along. My dogs love you. I love you. Most of all, Joshua loves you. You all have a blessed and wonderful day. And I hope to see you back here this evening. Peace out, my friends. Never forget,